Donald Trump is no stranger to outlandish statements. From wild conspiracy theories to personal attacks on political rivals, his speeches are a mix of unpredictability and controversy. But amidst the storm of his political rhetoric, one bizarre theme consistently emerges: his obsession with his own appearance. Time and time again, Trump has used his platform to claim, with apparent seriousness, that he is better looking than Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Kamala Harris. It's not just a momentary lapse in judgment, but rather a recurring thread that underscores a deeper issue: Trump's malignant narcissism and delusional self-image. In a political landscape filled with pressing issues such as climate change, healthcare, and national security, Trump's focus on comparing his physique to others feels almost surreal. In this video, we delve into Trump's peculiar fixation with his appearance, highlighting the absurdity of his claims, exploring how his narcissism shapes his rhetoric, and what this bizarre behavior reveals about his leadership and mindset. We'll also take a deeper look at how his physical insecurities have led to strange moments in his political career, particularly in his interactions with the media and even his personal doctors. Trump's obsession with body comparisons. In a pattern that has emerged over the years, Donald Trump has used his speeches to compare his body and appearance to prominent political figures. This behavior was seen in full force during a speech in Butler, Pennsylvania, where he boldly declared, "My body is better than Biden's, my body is better than Obama's, and I'm better looking than Kamala Harris." He didn't stop there, adding, "I'm much healthier than Obama," while gloating about the supposed praise he received from his former White House doctor, Ronnie Jackson. It's important to pause and ask, why is the former president of the United States, a man responsible for the nation's security and diplomacy, so fixated on the idea that he's physically superior to his political rivals? This obsession goes beyond mere vanity. It's a window into Trump's deep-seated narcissism, where even his physical appearance becomes a tool to assert dominance and legitimacy. Trump's rhetoric often defies logic, especially when it comes to his claims about his health and looks. He has continuously boasted about his superior health in comparison to others, despite the fact that his eating habits, lifestyle choices, and visible physical condition suggest otherwise. His frequent consumption of fast food, lack of regular exercise, and well-documented weight gain have all been sources of public discussion. But in Trump's mind, none of that seems to matter. In his worldview, he is the ultimate symbol of health, strength, and beauty, regardless of the evidence to the contrary. The Butler, Pennsylvania speech, a case study in delusion. Trump's speech in Butler, Pennsylvania, encapsulates his delusional self-image. It was here that he took to the stage and confidently declared his physical superiority over Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. The crowd's reaction, predictably, was one of amusement and applause, feeding into Trump's sense of grandiosity. In Trump's mind, he is not just a political leader, but a physical specimen who stands head and shoulders above his peers. He went on to claim that a former White House doctor, Ronnie Jackson, had once told the press that Trump was the healthiest of the three presidents he had served: Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Trump himself. He said, "Definitely it's Donald Trump. There's not even a contest," Trump proudly recounted. Whether or not Jackson actually said this is up for debate, but the fact that Trump clings to this statement as validation of his superiority is telling. It's clear that Trump's need for validation is a driving force in his speeches. Even when discussing matters of health, he shifts the narrative away from policy or public health concerns to focus on himself. For Trump, the notion of being better than others, whether it be in politics or in appearance, is a core part of his identity. Perhaps the most baffling of Trump's claims is his repeated assertion that he is better looking than Vice President Kamala Harris. In speeches, particularly during the early stages of the 2020 election campaign, Trump would frequently bring up Harris's appearance, often in a bizarre attempt to belittle her. "I'm much better looking than her," he declared in a speech, as though his physical appearance was a key point of his political platform. This type of rhetoric is not only juvenile, but also deeply troubling. Trump's fixation on Harris's looks, coupled with his need to assert that he is better looking than her, points to a profound insecurity. Rather than engaging with Harris on policy or political issues, Trump resorts to schoolyard taunts about physical appearance, a tactic that is not only beneath the office of the presidency, but also reflective of his misogynistic tendencies. This isn't the first time Trump has reduced a female opponent to her looks. During the 2016 campaign, he made similar remarks about Hillary Clinton, often focusing on her appearance as a way to discredit her. The fact that he continues to employ this tactic with Kamala Harris shows a disturbing pattern of behavior, one that values superficiality over substance and uses sexism as a weapon in the political arena. Trump's unhealthy relationship with his own doctors. One of the most revealing aspects of Trump's obsession with his appearance is his relationship with his personal doctors. In 2015, as a presidential candidate, Trump's personal physician, Dr. Harold Bornstein, released a comically short statement declaring that Trump would be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. This statement raised eyebrows at the time, as it lacked the detail and professionalism one would expect from a medical report. Later, Bornstein admitted that Trump had dictated the entire letter himself. Bornstein's revelation casts a shadow over Trump's claims of superior health. It suggests that Trump is not just obsessed with his appearance and physical condition, but is willing to go to great lengths to control the narrative surrounding it. This level of micromanagement, even to the point of dictating his own health report, is indicative of a man who is deeply insecure about how he is perceived by others. But it doesn't end there. In 2018, Bornstein reported that Trump's bodyguards had raided his office to retrieve the president's medical records, allegedly without proper authorization. This unusual and aggressive action further highlights Trump's paranoia when it comes to his health and appearance. It's as though Trump views any information that contradicts his self-image as a direct threat, one that must be neutralized at all costs. The comparison to Obama and Biden, a losing battle. Trump's frequent comparisons to Barack Obama and Joe Biden, particularly when it comes to physical appearance, are another puzzling aspect of his speeches. Obama, known for his athletic build and healthy lifestyle, has often been seen jogging or playing basketball, activities that align with the image of a fit and active leader. Biden, while older, is frequently photographed biking and maintaining an active lifestyle. Trump, on the other hand, is often seen indulging in fast food and is rarely spotted engaging in any form of physical exercise. Despite this, Trump insists that he is in better shape than both Obama and Biden. He has repeatedly mocked Biden for appearing on the beach without a shirt, calling him ugly and stating, "I have a much better body than him." These comments not only lack self-awareness, but also reflect Trump's inability to accept reality. Trump's fixation on physical superiority is, in many ways, a reflection of his broader insecurities. Throughout his life, Trump has relied on bravado and showmanship to project an image of strength and success. But beneath the surface, it's clear that he is deeply insecure about his own body and appearance. His need to constantly compare himself to others, whether it be Obama, Biden, or Harris, is a sign of his fragile ego. The Kim Jongun Effect, a cult of personality. What's perhaps most concerning about Trump's delusional claims is how they are received by his supporters. Much like a dictator, Trump has cultivated a cult of personality, where his followers not only accept his outlandish statements, but actively propagate them. At his rallies, it's not uncommon to see cardboard cutouts of Trump with exaggerated features, ripped muscles, a chiseled jawline, and a six-pack that rivals that of a professional athlete. These images, of course, bear no resemblance to reality, but they serve to reinforce Trump's self-image as a physically superior leader. In many ways, this cult-like adoration mirrors the tactics used by dictators such as Kim Jongun, who is often portrayed in North Korean propaganda as an almost godlike figure with superhuman abilities. Trump, whether consciously or not, has adopted a similar strategy, using his physical appearance as a symbol of his supposed greatness. The fact that his followers embrace these exaggerated depictions of him speaks to the power of his personality cult and the lengths to which people will go to uphold his delusions. Donald Trump's obsession with his body and appearance is more than just a bizarre quirk. It's a reflection of his deep-seated narcissism and fragile ego. His constant need to assert that he is better looking and healthier than political rivals such as Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Kamala Harris is not only absurd, but also indicative of a man who is deeply insecure about his own identity. At its core, Trump's fixation on physical superiority is a symptom of his larger psychological issues. As a malignant narcissist, Trump is unable to accept any reality that does not place him at the center of attention or cast him in a positive light. This need for validation extends to all areas of his life, including his appearance. But perhaps the most troubling aspect of Trump's delusions is how they are embraced by his followers. In a political climate where facts are often dismissed in favor of personal beliefs, Trump's outlandish claims about his body and appearance serve as a dangerous reminder of the power of personality cults. As long as his supporters continue to buy into his delusions, Trump's grip on the political landscape remains strong, and his obsession with his own image will continue to shape his rhetoric and actions.